Hello, fellow gamers. Welcome back to another Smash Bros. Moveset tier list. Today, I am going to be doing Steve, who is the character of all time. He is the number one best character in Smash Ultimate. Because, just look at him. How can he not be the best? It's friggin' Minecraft, yo. Of course, he's going to be the best. But yeah, he has some of the most busted moves in the game, and yeah, you can already tell by the tier list how it's gonna be formatted because this man has pretty much no bad moves. They're all equally as broken. Um, but admittedly, I am very bad with Steve, so I might overlook some things. Who knows? But yeah, shout out to Jamper SUA for making this tier list. There's a lot of moves that are kind of similar, so I might try to group some next to each other, but well, I'll explain. I'll do my best to explain once we get to those certain moves. But yeah, we have a lot to go over, so I think I'm just gonna start right away. So first we got jab or F tilt or neutral air. Yeah, this is like 5 different moves at once. So basically you can kind of walk around and then take take someone from one side of the stage to the other. I'd say it's a very insane move. Not the best move, but definitely an insane move. So I'm gonna actually just group them together just to kind of I don't know, just just for the sake of them being similar and having the same function basically. Um, so actually, I think I might knock him down a bit, just because you're only going to use it during the wooden phase of Steve. So, or if your character, or if your opponent, sorry, if your opponent has low HP or low percent, that's when you're probably going to be using jab, or I guess we'll just call it sword attack, since that's what um, most of his sword moves do, besides F smash and other stuff. But um, yeah, you're probably just going to be using it to rack up damage in the early game, since once your opponent is like mid percentage, you're gonna send them way too far that you won't get any true follow ups. And of course, your opponent can DI, so it may not. It's not really as broken as it seems, but it's still pretty dumb how much damage you can rack up, especially if you get gold, which attacks much faster and has better frame data. But it does well. If you play Minecraft, gold tools break faster than wood, but they're faster, so that's like, I don't know, the balancing factor. But okay, moving on to down tilt, we got the flint and steel. Uh, this is a good move for early percentage combos, just because you can follow it up with maybe a jab, walking jab, or a dash attack maybe, or maybe a forward air. But ideally you only want to use it for early percentage combos, or you can use it for ledge guarding, since it does fall off the ledge, so that can be great for gimping recoveries. So it does have it is a little bit slow, 12 frames, and it does have a pretty long-lasting animation, so it could be a little hard to buffer a move or do anything else. But it is +5 on shields, so it's actually very good on shields, since it does have a lot of hit stun. So do keep that in mind when using it. Um, Next we got up tilt, and I'm gonna put up tilt. Also, this is also up air, in case you're wondering where up air is on the list. They're both grouped together since they're essentially the same move, but I'm gonna put them in the best move in the game tier, because it is super quick. Frame 6, I think that's one of the fastest up tilts in the game, along with Mario. Um, it's got no end lag either, and If you have gold, it'll be 4, which is pretty insane. But ideally, you're gonna use up tilt or up air to juggle opponents, obviously, and do like these dumb block placement combos by using up tilt and then jumping or double jumping, and then placing the block and then repeating it over and over, and then at the end you can end it up with a up smash. Um, well, assuming your opponent doesn't DI or air dodge or whatever. But it's still a very good move. You can even walk with it, just like his sword attack. So keep that in mind. Next we got dash attack, and honestly, I don't really use dash attack at all, really, unless I'm trying to end combos or tech chase or call out whiff punishes. But um, I'm just gonna put it in usable. It's definitely the least BS move in this kit. Um, so there's really nothing more to say. It's just a normal dash attack with the pickaxe. So yeah, let's just move on to his forward smash, which is gonna go into the insane tier because it's really strong, very safe on shield. Actually, no, it's not. I lied. Sorry. But it's still got some range. It's a disjointed hit. Actually, I think all of his attacks are basically disjointed. So they are kind of safe if you think about it, if you space it right. But yeah, forward smash will probably be your best, one of your best kill options, especially with diamonds, since it does the most damage. Or if you have gold, you can kill him. You can kind of just spam it since it has um, 10 frames of startup. So yeah. Not sure if I should put it in insane. Maybe I could bring it down to strong. I don't know. We'll see. Next we got down smash. Obviously hits on both sides. You can also use it to detonate TNT right away. I think it even flows a little bit downwards, so you could use it. Yeah, see right here, it flows downwards, so you can use it to ledge guard, maybe 2 frame. I think you could. Pretty sure you can 2 frame, right? I mean, if it falls, that means it'll 2 frame or hit below ledge. So yeah, just like with the fire, it hits below ledge. Funny thing is, I think down smash is faster than it is faster than down tilt, but down tilt does fall further down, so there is a difference. All right, moving on to up smash. This one's gonna go in the insane tier. And then I think I'll bring the sword or the forward smash. I think I'll put it lower than the other sword attack, and uh, I think that's good. But let's talk about up smash. So obviously, oh yeah, the best part about up smash and down smash is that they don't use up any resources, so you can just kind of spam them in neutral. Well, you shouldn't spam them in neutral, but what I'm saying is you don't have to worry about running out of iron or stone or whatever. Even though it does take iron to make a bucket in Minecraft, or I think you use stone to craft magnet blocks. I don't really know. But they're very quick. 8 frames of startup lag. It's essentially going to be one of your best. Actually, it might be your best anti-air since it does have a very long-lasting hitbox. I may even bring it up to best move in the game. But there are better up smashes in this game. Recently, I've gone over Min Min. She has probably the best up smash in the game. This one's definitely a close second. Maybe it could be the best, I don't know. But it's Steve's context. It's definitely a great up smash. Um, let's just move on now. Onto is aerial. So we've already gone over nair and up air since it's basically his sword attacks and his axe attacks. So we're just gonna move on to forward air, which is his pickaxe. I'd say they are both pretty good. Forward air and backers are the same thing, except backer is slower but stronger. It's kind of like where is it? I think it's right here. It's kind of like with villagers and Nosabel's slingshot. On one side is stronger but slower. That's like the main difference. But they're both basically the same thing. You can space it. You can even spike with it if you hit. Let's see. Where do you hit him from? I think it's it doesn't really. Oh, right there. So around the end of the hitbox, or at the end of the attack, it'll spike opponents. So yeah, pretty good attack. Down there, I'm gonna put it in the best move in the game because it literally is the best downer in the game. Sure, it uses up resources. It can use up a lot of iron, but who cares? Oh, what did I just do? I accidentally. Oh god, I just reset my order here, but actually no, I don't think no, it did reset my order. That's okay. I can should be able to find my moves. Okay, whatever. I'll figure it out in a bit. But down there, it's basically Kirby's down B. Except you can actually throw it down, or even stand on the anvil if you want. But ideally, you wanna quickly jump out of it so that your opponent doesn't try to punish you, because it is it's a very committal move if you stand on it. But it does do a lot of shield damage. It is strong. I'll tell you that. You pretty much cannot juggle Steve if he has iron. So do be careful with Anvil. It is a devastating move. Okay, moving on to his special attacks, which are all very good. So block placement, that's gonna go in the best of the best. Crafting. His neutral beat does a lot of things. So mining. Actually, I think I'm gonna put the blocks and the mining at the very top, and then the crafting. I mean, obviously you need a craft and mine to really do anything with Steve, so I gotta put him up there. Um, but yeah, how the crafting works is that you need to gather materials, of course, just like in Minecraft. You need to gather materials, and then you need to go up to a crafting table. And if there isn't a crafting table, what you do is you hold shield and then B, and it'll spawn one in for you. So you walk up to the crafting table, you press B, and then you'll craft whatever. Um, it goes by order. So it goes wooden, and then stone, iron, gold, and then diamond. That's how the order is. Um, unless if you're missing a tool, then it'll just craft whatever tool is missing. So if you're on the wood tier, and if I don't know if your sword broke or something, then it'll craft the sword, and then you have to hit it, and then you have to press it again to craft the stone tools. If that makes sense. So basically, you need every tool to move up to the next tier. So um, they also have different durabilities. So obviously, wood and gold are the least durable. Gold is the least durable by far, but wood is also not very durable. It's also the weakest. Um, Actually, I believe gold is also the weakest. They're both the weakest, but gold is faster, so there's a bit of a balance there. But yeah, next the strongest, or no, the one that's stronger than wood or gold is stone, and then after stone is iron, and after iron is diamond. Diamond is obviously the strongest. No, netherite doesn't exist in this game because I'm pretty sure he came out before the nether update. So, okay. So enough with that. And while you're gathering resources, you get blocks, which you can then place them down. You can honestly, you can use the blocks for anything, such as platforms, walls, barriers, and Even you can even use it as a recovery move. It's definitely the best special in the game. Quite possibly the best move of all Smash. Okay, moving on to side B. I mean, side B is pretty insane. It is a command grab and a projectile at the same time, or even like just an attack, like a burst attack. So it's kind of like Bowser Jr.'s side B, but on steroids. You can quickly jump off the minecart and then have your opponents, or then put your opponents inside it, and then watch the car roll off, and it's basically an instant KO if they're a high percentage or have a bad recovery. Um, or if you don't jump off, it'll still do a lot of damage, especially if you have gold and redstone. Since it'll boost your speed, basically dealing more damage. So yeah, moving on to Elytra. This is interesting. Okay, so Elytra is a very good recovery, but it's also very difficult to use. It's also pretty gimpable, so I may have to put it in the average, or maybe I don't know, somewhere around here. Maybe it's not a great recovery, but Steve does have a lot of mix-up options, so you can still use minecart as a recovery move. You can still use you can still place blocks to recover. Even use anvil as like a mix-up, just in case your opponents try to ledge guard you. But you may want to go into the practice range and practice your elytra because it is a pretty hard recovery to use. So do keep that in mind. Next, we got the TNT, and honestly, this is a great move for ledge guarding or just having gaining stage control. So it's basically a Snake C4, but um, on a timer, or I guess more links remote bombs, but on a timer, or if you want, you can detonate it with any fire attack you have, or I guess any fire attack of anyone really. It works even on the opponent. They can detonate it with, I don't know, Young Link's arrows or Mario's fireball. But yeah, I guess I could put it in the insane tier. Like it does a lot of damage, and you can even mine on it too. From what I heard, I believe if you place it down and you stand on top of it, you can mine on it. Same with the anvil, you can also mine on it, but they do disappear over time, so you can't really do it for a long time. But I think it's still cool that you can do that. However, one big downside to the TNT is that it does use up a lot of materials, so don't go around spamming TNT. You can also, as you can see by the image, you can also place redstone, and then at the end you'll place down a pressure plate. And with that, you can detonate it from pretty much anywhere on the stage. You can even detonate it with a minecart and the anvil, or yeah, there's. I mean, in Minecraft, you can basically place anything down, or have anyone step on it, it'll detonate. So I guess that makes sense that you can do that. So moving on to his throws. Let's see here. So forward throw. Honestly, all his throws are quite usable. I mean, they aren't really super impressive. Let's see. That is his grab. That's his down throw. So his down throw is interesting. So he has two different down throws. So if you have iron, you'll use his anvil to attack opponents. It'll deal more damage than the normal down throw, which is just I don't know. I don't even know what he does. I think he just kind of throws them down. I don't know, but it's still great for combos. So I think I'll put this one in average, and then oh wait, this is up throw. My bad. Up throw will go into strong. Actually, no, it'll still be an average, but it's definitely it's definitely his best kill throw um on stage, and then forward throw. I mean, it sends at a lower angle, so I guess you can use forward throw for more stuff. I guess. Then back throw, it's another kill throw, but it's also easily DIable, so I may have to knock it down to usable. But they're still great throws for stage control or maybe even for combos. Okay, I think that's it for Steve's tier list. Do I need to move anything around? I guess maybe I could move. Nah, I'm not gonna move it up because it does use up a lot of material. Okay, let's see. Maybe I can move up smash higher since it doesn't use any resources. Maybe I can move it up here to the best move category. But I'm gonna leave it there. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I will see you guys next time. Peace.